This is the Post Shift Podcast, a raw look at the hospitality industry. Okay, gang, welcome to the Post Shift Podcast. This is a post shift shot. Something happened to me last week, and I thought I'd put it down on tape before it got away from me. Something got brought up with me and a friend about passion versus business. And as bartenders, we are very artistic souls. And sometimes we get into the game because we get to be creative and artistic, and it pays the bills, that's for sure. But very rarely do we have that business mindset that works with a lot of investors. So I've had a lot of personal experience with this. Most people know my history, but we're not going to get into that because it's something that I don't bother looking back and thinking that but that it did change the way I perceived certain things. And this one was a big one. I'm very creative. I wear my heart on my sleeve if you know me well enough. And I never coupled that up with a business mind frame. And I think that's what was the original problem with the very big first, my very first restaurant, was the fact that I didn't couple that with a business mindset and mind frame. And the big one is that you need to try and figure out how the other people are thinking. And this is across every industry, but hospitality, I think, is big. Passion versus business and stuff like that is a big thing to try and wrap your head around, because at the end of the day, the people that you meet and want to back you, they very rarely understand the creative influences that you need to put onto a bar and the systems and the marketing and everything that, and create a proper long-standing business. And sometimes some of the things that we do as artistic people come across as eccentric and weird. And it's a long game for a lot of us because we see how cocktail culture has been created and that sort of thing. And so we want to progress that sort of level. So my piece of advice, this is going to be a pretty short little post-shift shop, but it's not that the people that back you see you as an artistic venture. They do see it as a business opportunity. And I think your vernacular has to change, and the way you perceive their thoughts and their opinions and advice, you need to look at that the same way, on a different level. Imagine, I'm looking at myself on the video, it's really interesting to do this on two different mediums these days, but imagine if there's two roads, you're all going to the same goal. Yours may be more artistic and creative, and the other person's definitely numbers and business. So you are both trying to get to the same goal, and you really can't exist without one or the other. So you need to change your vernacular. You need to change your attitudes towards it. You can't take it personally. Now, this is the hard thing for a lot of people, including myself. Criticism and taking it personally because you just put your whole life and your whole passion and you research everything, and you're reading liquor.com every morning, and you're conversing with Facebook bartenders, and you're seeing pictures on Instagram. It is a passion thing, but at the end of the day, you have to look at it as a business. And this is something that Philip Duff taught to me. We talked about last week about mentorship, and that's a big thing. About it is just a business, and you can recreate business. You can recreate business with the same passion. You can do a different business or a different concept with the same passion. So treat it like business and cut your ties when shit starts going south. Fucking get out of there. You don't want to take 18 months, 2 years to get over something. I let that happen to me, and it really was a hard 2 years. I'm very fortunate. I have a very understanding wife who accepts me for who I am, weirdly. But at the end of the day, I think that's the best piece of advice for you, is like, if it happens to you, try and figure out a way to understand that they didn't take your passion away, they just took your business away. They took the concept you may have taken 10 years to create, but it is just a business. It's brick and mortar. What you have in your head, your intellectual property, is worth way more than what people can put down on a piece of paper and what people can pay for in cash. So try and change your mind frame, mind sense or mind frame. I'm trying to think of the word for it. I'm sure someone else will comment on this one. Try and change your state of mind to see these things as business ventures that you do put your passion into. But there's a lot of people who put their passion into business ventures. Don't take it personally. It is just business. And as soon as you see shit going south and you see yourself going to probably end up in a bad situation, whether it be feelings or money or anything, try and figure out a way to get out of that situation as quickly as possible, because 9 times out of 10, the people who are creative and the people who have the money don't see eye to eye long term. And if you've got a relationship like that with partners and investors and stuff, I applaud you and give you tons of like praise. But 9 times out of 10, the people who are in it to make money don't understand the restaurant industry. The people who are creative don't understand the restaurant business. So keep it in mind. I hope that helped anybody who's going through some hard times, because even if you're just a bartender who's put a whole bunch of love and passion into a place that's just opened, it still hurts to have your baby taken away from you. And I'm not saying that I've done this easily over the years. It's been very, very difficult, but at the end of the day, it's one of those things that I'm working on, and I continue working on. And I hope that anybody who's going through anything like that, please DM me, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, LinkedIn, wherever I'm showing this, or you hear it, DM me if you have any issues. I'm happy to chat to you about it. But that's just me. It is 11:15 right now. I just got home from work. I need to get this down. So I hope you're enjoying the episodes. Thank you very much for your support, and cheers.